Hello all. So we have a lot of new Seint customers lately, and I want to show all you fabulous women a very easy way to apply your makeup, because most of you start with a palette of 4. So they come in and you put them all on your palette and you wonder, what do I do with these? Where do I start? So I'm going to show you that today. Look at that. You can see me in the mirror and then me in that mirror. Okay, anyway, let's go. So for the first 10 in your palette, you're going to want to put your darker of 2 highlights. We usually give you guys 2 colors. One is like your concealer color, which will be the lighter of the 2, and then the darker one, which is basically like your foundation. Most of you either get the Buffy brush or the Triple D brush, so I'm using the Buffy, and I'm going to start with the smaller end of it and go in with my darker highlight. Mine is White Peach, so I'm just going to dab in and just start slowly applying it basically everywhere on my face. I'm just not going to put too much under my eyes because I know I'm going to go under that with the lighter of the 2 highlights anyway. So basically like right here on my cheeks, on the sides of my nose, under my nose, on my chin, jawline. And when you put it on your jawline, you want to drag it down onto your neck too, because when we color match you, especially when you send the pictures that are showing your neck, we are matching the color to your neck because a lot of our faces can be lighter than our neck. And if we matched your highlight to your face instead of your neck, you would look like a ghost. So you want it to match your neck. So make sure you just drag it down a little bit and just blend, tap lightly until it is pretty much everywhere. Now your first highlight should be all over your face, and also keep in mind when you're applying, we're not dragging and moving the cream around our face. We are just stipling it on and just taking a little bit at a time as we go, because you probably won't need a lot. If you feel like it's not sitting on your face right, consider, did you moisturize your face? Did you use a primer? Do you have the right color to match your skin? Because if you haven't ordered in a little bit, you may be lighter than you were, say, 6 months ago when it was the end of summer and we were all, rocking that summer glow. Maybe you need to get a darker shade. So now that we have our first highlight on, we're going to go into our second highlight shade. Mine is Linen, and I'm just going to dab a little bit and just put a little bit under my eyes. See how that just covers the little dark circle I have going on, and it just adds some brightness. You're just going to want to blend that in. Take a little bit more. Go down the center of your nose. And then dab a little bit in the center of your forehead. This is where you want to create brightness. Okay? And then whatever I have left on my brush, I usually just dab a little under my chin, a little under my nose. And those are the only places I put my lighter highlight. Think of it as like this T-zone right here. That is where you want to add brightness. You don't want under your eyes to look dark, and darker colors do create that shadow. You want to bring it out and look bright and young and fabulous. All right, so now we're already done putting our base on, so we just want to do contour and blush, and then we're done. So we're going on to the next color, which is either going to be Bella Bronzer or a contour, or this is actually the color, this is called Muse, and this is actually one of the highlight shades, but it is such a gorgeous contour shade. So I'm just going to take now the bigger side of my Buffy brush, and I'm just going to dab it in very lightly, and I'm just going to draw a line of where I want my contour to sit. So since I have this long oval face, I'm making a straight line from the top of my ear to the tip of my nose, and I am stopping about where the middle of my eye hits. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, top of the ear to middle of my eye, straight across. If you have a rounder face, you're going to want to go more a diagonal line from top of the ear to meet up with the corner of your lips. So it just depends on your face shape. If you're confused what your face shape is or how you should be contouring, feel free to send us a message. All right, so that's on, and now I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead and my jawline. And if you're feeling risky, do your nose a little bit too. Who doesn't want a snatched nose? All right, so now it's applied everywhere. Now I just blend away. was going to say do the easy part, but maybe it's not easy for you. But for me, the contour has become very easy for me because I know exactly where it needs to be applied. I've tried all different contour methods, and it just gets really simple over time. Do not worry. This makeup seems intimidating at first, but it is so easy, and your whole face is in one palette. $12 each. Free shipping all the time. I mean, you just really can't beat it. I'm sorry, no, they are $14 each, but that is still so affordable. You can get a full face of makeup for $56, and if you buy all 4, you get this beautiful free palette. You get to choose from so many different palettes. There's so many beautiful ones. I just like this one because it's got the little bit of gold in there. So anyway, everything is done except for blush, and then we have to set with a little bit of powder, of course, some setting spray. We'll get there when we get there. I get excited. I get ahead of myself. So next is, let's see if I can find my brush. Blush. So this is nude. Blush is great because we don't have to match you for that. We can if you want, but you can choose whatever shade you want. So universal. You can just, you want a bright ruby, you want dark cherry, you want to go bold, you can do that. Nude is probably one of the most subtle blushes we have, but I just love it. So for blush, I usually just take with my finger and I put a little dot. If you need to smile and find where the apples of your cheeks are, go ahead. Put a little dot, blend away. Look how easy that blended out. I did not like using blush until I found this stuff because it always just looked patchy and I would put too much and then it's hard to blend out powders. So I just totally fell in love with this whole cream process because if you don't like where anything is sitting right now, you can go back with your brush and just move things around. It's cream. You haven't set with powder yet. Have fun. Move it around. Add more contour. Add more blush. Sweep some away. Do what you got to do until it's perfect, and then you can set it and get on with your day. The setting powder I've been using lately is the Maybelline Fit Me in Porcelain 110. And I've been using a pressed powder rather than loose because it just comes out less cakey, really smooth finish. So you just want to go in and set anything that feels like wet and sticky. That means that is not going to stay all day. It's going to start moving. God forbid a fuzzy's flying in the air is probably going to stick to your face. So you want to set it so it stays in place. So I just kind of rub my brush around and I pat the powder on and just set everything that feels sticky. Basically everywhere except for where my contour and my blush is where I'm going to be setting. And I'm just doing patting motions because I don't want to move the cream around. I don't want to be moving and swiping. You're just patting, and that also helps the powder soak into your skin. It just kind of really helps it set so it's not sitting on top of your face. You're really getting it in there. Okay. That's it. Very easy. And then you use a little bit of your stay spray. Fan yourself down. And you are good. If you guys have any questions, please message us. If you need to be color matched, if you just got your makeup and you don't know what to do, play this video as many times as you want, and I will see you in the next video. Look at this makeup. Oh, it gets me every time. I mean, tell me you found makeup that photographs better than this. Tell me. Hello, Beauty Tribe. Beauty Tribe. Who says that? Probably wondering why I've looked so amazing in all my selfies lately. I can't say that. That's why. This is why. This is why I can't post any of this. Who am I today? Okay, I'm starting over. Is the brush I'm looking for? Why can't I find anything today? This is the brush I'm looking for, Marianne. Stupid. Okay. Okay.